Get out, you leech. My father's words hung in the air like smoke from a fired gun. I stood in the doorway of the house I'd been paying for since I was 21, holding the groceries I'd just bought with my money, staring at the man who'd just called me a parasite. You were just our backup plan, he continued, his voice dripping with contempt. And frankly, we don't need you anymore. Trevor's business is finally taking off. Time for you to find your own place. Trevor. My younger brother, who'd started 6 businesses in 5 years, all funded by my salary, all spectacular failures until this latest venture, a crypto trading platform that he claimed was about to explode. My parents had been singing his praises for weeks, how he was a genius, a visionary, the future of the family. I set the groceries down on the counter, $300 worth of food that would apparently be my last contribution to the household I'd been sustaining for 7 years. You want me to leave? I asked calmly, pulling out my phone. Tonight, my mother chimed in from the living room, not even looking up from where she was online shopping with the credit card I paid off every month. Trevor needs your room for his office. A successful businessman needs space to work. And you can leave the car keys, Dad added. That's technically the family car since you bought it while living here. The family car. The 2019 Honda Accord I purchased with my own money, registered in my name, insured by me. But in their minds, everything I'd earned while living under their roof belonged to them. I smiled. Actually smiled. Because they had no idea what was coming next. Okay, I said simply. I'll pack my things. My father looked surprised at my lack of resistance. Good. Finally showing some maturity. I went to my room, soon to be Trevor's office, and began packing. As I folded clothes into my suitcase, I made a series of phone calls, my voice low and professional. Yes, I'd like to cancel the automatic payment. Effective immediately, no forwarding arrangement needed. One by one, I called them all. Electric company, gas, water, internet, the mortgage company, the car insurance for both family vehicles, my mother's credit cards, my father's golf club membership, Trevor's gym. Every single bill that had been automatically deducted from my account for 7 years. 7 years. Since I graduated college and landed my job as a software engineer at a tech startup. My parents had guilt-tripped me into staying home to save money, but really, I'd become their personal ATM. Every raise I got meant they could spend more. Every bonus went to Trevor's latest business venture or my mother's shopping addiction or my father's golf trips. I paid approximately $400,000 over those 7 years. Rent, bills, groceries, insurance, Trevor's business ventures, my sister Diane's wedding, my parents' anniversary cruise, the new roof, the kitchen remodel. Everything. What are you smiling about? Trevor appeared in my doorway smirking. At 26, he still dressed like a college frat boy, despite insisting he was a serial entrepreneur. Just thinking about new beginnings, I said, carefully packing my laptop and the backup drives containing all my personal files and freelance work. Yeah, well, don't take anything that belongs to the family, he said. Mom said the TV in here stays. And the desk, and definitely the gaming computer. The gaming computer I built myself with $3,000 of my own money. Of course, I said. Wouldn't want to take family property. But I'd already removed the graphics card, the RAM, and the solid-state drive. The shell I was leaving behind was worth maybe $200. Trevor wouldn't notice until he tried to use it. My sister Diane arrived as I was carrying my second suitcase downstairs. She was the neutral one, the middle child who'd married rich and moved out 3 years ago. Maya, this is ridiculous, he said. Where are you even going to go? I have a place, I said. I didn't tell her about the apartment I'd secretly leased 2 months ago when I'd seen this coming. Or the promotion I'd received that they didn't know about, senior software architect with a salary increase of $50,000 a year. Or the freelance clients I've been building up, bringing in an extra $5,000 a month. You're being dramatic, my mother said, finally looking up from her phone. Just apologize to your father and we can forget this happened. Apologize for what? I asked. For paying your bills for 7 years? For being ungrateful, she snapped. We gave you a roof over your head. A roof I paid for, in a house I've been paying the mortgage on since 2016. Details, my father dismissed. The point is, you've been living here rent-free. Rent-free? I laughed. I have every bank statement, Dad. Every payment, Would you like me to total it up? Get out, he said, his face reddening. And don't come crying back when you realize how hard the real world is. The real world. As if I hadn't been living in it, supporting 4 adults while they played house with my money. I loaded my things into an Uber. They were right about one thing: I was leaving the car. Not because it was theirs, but because I'd already bought myself a new Tesla that was waiting at my apartment. Let them figure out how to pay for the insurance and payments on a car they couldn't legally drive. As the Uber pulled away, I sent one final text to the family group chat. As requested, I've removed myself from the household. I've also removed myself from all financial obligations. Best of luck with Trevor's new business. Then I muted the conversation. The first call came exactly 6 hours later, at 11 p.m. It was my mother, panic in her voice. Maya, the power just shut off. Did you forget to pay the bill? No, I said calmly. I canceled the automatic payment. It's not my bill anymore. But how do we pay it? The same way everyone else does. You log into the power company website and pay it. We don't have the login information. Then you'll need to call them and set up your own account. This is ridiculous. You can't just. I hung up. The next morning, the texts started rolling in. Dad, the mortgage company called. They say the payment was reversed. Fix this immediately. Mom, my credit card was declined at Nordstrom. This is embarrassing and unacceptable. Trevor. Yo, the internet's off. Can't run my business without internet. Stop being petty. Diane, Mom and Dad are freaking out. Can't you just pay the bills for this month while they figure things out? I responded to Diane only. They have Trevor's successful business income now. I'm sure they'll be fine. The truth came out by day 3. Trevor's successful crypto platform had exactly 12 users and had made a grand total of $340 in revenue. The investors he'd been bragging about were actually just other crypto bros on Discord who promised to promote his platform in exchange for free tokens. My father called me 17 times that day. I didn't answer, but I did listen to the voicemail he left. Maya, this is insane. We have $42 in a checking account. The mortgage is past due. The car insurance lapsed. Your mother's credit cards are all maxed out. We need you to come back. We may have been hasty. You're not a leech. You're family. Family helps each other. Family helps each other. Where was that sentiment when I was working 60-hour weeks to support them? Where was that when I missed my college reunion because I had to pay for Trevor's latest business failure? Where was that when I couldn't afford to go on vacation for 5 years because every penny went to maintaining their lifestyle? On day 5, Diane called from her own number. They're getting eviction notices, she said. The mortgage is 3 months behind. 3 months? I was genuinely surprised. I paid it 2 weeks ago. Apparently Dad's been taking the mortgage money and putting it into Trevor's business. He assumed you'd always catch it up. So not only had they been spending my money, they'd been stealing it too. That's fraud, I said. He's been taking money I gave him for the mortgage and using it for something else. Maya, please, they're desperate. Dad's already asked me and Robert for money, but we just bought the vacation house. We don't have liquidity right now. The vacation house, their third property. But they didn't have liquidity to help the parents who were about to be homeless. I can't help them, I said. I'm just a leech, remember? 2 weeks later, I got a call from an unknown number. It was my father calling from a friend's phone. Maya, he said, his voice broken. We're staying with Trevor's friend, sleeping on an air mattress. Your mother has to take the bus to work. This is humiliating. I'm sorry to hear that, I said neutrally. We need your help. I'm sorry for what I said. You weren't a leech. You were the one holding everything together. Please come back. I have my own apartment now, Dad, my own life. Then at least help us get back on our feet. A loan, we'll pay you back. Like Trevor paid back the $80,000 I invested in his businesses. Silence. That was different. That was investment in the family future. And how's that future looking now? He hung up. 3 months after I moved out, I ran into my mother at a grocery store. She was in the generic section, counting coupons. The woman who used to spend $500 on a single shopping trip without blinking was now buying store-brand cereal. Maya, she said, her voice small. You look good. I did look good. Living without the constant stress of supporting four adults had done wonders for my health. I'd started working out, sleeping better, even dating someone. Things I'd never had time or money for before. Thanks, I said. How are things? We're managing. Trevor got a job at Best Buy. Your father's working at the golf club he used to be a member at. I've taken a second job. That must be hard, I said, and I meant it. Not with satisfaction, but with genuine sympathy. They were in their late 50s, starting over because they'd never learned to manage their own lives. We were terrible to you, she said suddenly, tears in her eyes. We treated you like an ATM, not a daughter, and when Trevor showed a tiny bit of success, we threw you away. Yes, I said simply. You did. Is there any chance you could forgive us? Not move back, not pay our bills, just be our daughter again. I thought about it for a long moment. Maybe someday, I said. But not today. You need to learn to stand on your own feet first. All of you. She nodded, wiping her tears. I understand. As I walked away, my phone buzzed. It was a notification from my investment app. The startup I'd been able to invest in with the money I was no longer spending on my family had just gone public. My $50,000 investment was now worth $400,000, the exact amount I'd spent supporting them over 7 years. I sat in my Tesla, looking at the number on my screen, and laughed. Then I did something I'd never been able to do before. I donated $10,000 to a charity that helped young adults escape financial abuse from their families. The dedication line read, "For all the backup plans to become their own success stories." 6 months later, I got a wedding invitation from Diane. At the bottom, in her handwriting, "Mom, Dad, and Trevor are invited but will be seated separately from you if you choose to come." I marked "will attend" and sent it back. At the wedding, my father approached me during the reception. He looked older, tired, but also somehow more genuine than I'd ever seen him. "Your mother told me about the grocery store," he said. "About what you said. You were right. We needed to learn to stand on our own feet." "And have you?" I asked. "We're trying. It's hard, but Trevor's actually keeping a job for once. Your mother and I are in counseling, where we're facing what we did to you." "That's good," I said. "I know I have no right to ask," he said, "but I'm proud of you. The real you, not the ATM we turned you into. The daughter we should have seen all along." I nodded, not trusting myself to speak. "Maybe," he said hesitantly, "maybe we could have coffee sometime. No requests, no money talk, just coffee." "Maybe," I said. "Call me in a few months. We'll see." As I watched him walk back to his table, the regular guest table, not the family section, I realized something. They called me their backup plan, but they'd gotten it backward. I was never the backup plan. I was the only plan that had ever actually worked. And now finally, I was nobody's plan but my own.